Two things are infinite, the universe and human stupidity, and I'm not sure about the universe. There are only two ways to live your life. One is as though nothing is a miracle. The other is as though everything is a miracle. I am enough of an artist to draw freely upon my imagination. Imagination is more important than knowledge. Knowledge is limited. Imagination encircles the world. If you can't explain it to a 6-year-old, you don't understand it yourself. If you want your children to be intelligent, read them fairy tales. If you want them to be more intelligent, read them more fairy tales. Logic will get you from A to Z, imagination will get you everywhere. Life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Never memorize something that you can look up. When you are courting a nice girl, an hour seems like a second. When you sit on a red-hot cinder, a second seems like an hour. That's relativity. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. Any fool can know. The point is to understand. Reality is merely an illusion, albeit a very persistent one. If we knew what it was we were doing, it would not be called research, would it? I have no special talents. I am only passionately curious. A human being is a part of the whole called by us universe, a part limited in time and space. He experiences himself, his thoughts and feeling as something separated from the rest, a kind of optical delusion of his consciousness. This delusion is a kind of prison for us, restricting us to our personal desires and to affection for a few persons nearest to us. Our task must be to free ourselves from this prison by widening our circle of compassion to embrace all living creatures and the whole of nature in its beauty. Try not to become a man of success. Rather become a man of value. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existence. One cannot help but be in awe when he contemplates the mysteries of eternity, of life, of the marvelous structure of reality. It is enough if one tries merely to comprehend a little of this mystery each day. Old man's advice to youth: never lose a holy curiosity. Life Magazine, May 2, 1955, p. 64. The world as we have created it is a process of our thinking. It cannot be changed without changing our thinking. Once you can accept the universe as matter expanding into nothing that is something, wearing stripes with plaid comes easy. The most beautiful experience we can have is the mysterious. It is the fundamental emotion that stands at the cradle of true art and true science. If I were not a physicist, I would probably be a musician. I often think in music. I live my daydreams in music. I see my life in terms of music. I know not with what weapons World War III will be fought, but World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones. You never fail until you stop trying. Great spirits have always encountered violent opposition from mediocre minds. The measure of intelligence is the ability to change. Gravitation is not responsible for people falling in love. It is not that I'm so smart. But I stay with the questions much longer. Don't listen to the person who has the answers, listen to the person who has the questions. 100 times every day I remind myself that my inner and outer life depend on the labors of other men, living and dead, and that I must exert myself in order to give in the same measure as I received and am still receiving. We cannot solve our problems with the same thinking we used when we created them. A calm and modest life brings more happiness than the pursuit of success combined with constant restlessness. A person who is religiously enlightened appears to me to be one who has, to the best of his ability, liberated himself from the fetters of his selfish desires and is preoccupied with thoughts, feelings, and aspirations to which he clings because of their superpersonal value. As far as I'm concerned, I prefer silent vice to ostentatious virtue. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. A person starts to live when he can live outside himself. Only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. All of one's contemporaries and aging friends are living in a delicate balance, and one feels that one's own consciousness is no longer as brightly lit as it once was. But then, twilight with its more subdued colors has its charms as well. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. A new type of thinking is essential if mankind is to survive and move toward higher levels. There are two ways to live. You can live as if nothing is a miracle, you can live as if everything is a miracle. Peace cannot be kept by force. It can only be achieved by understanding. If you want to live a happy life, tie it to a goal, not to people or objects. If A is a success in life, then A equals X plus Y plus Z. Work is X, Y is play, and Z is keeping your mouth shut. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Everybody is a genius. But if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Anyone who has never made a mistake has never tried anything new. There comes a time when the mind takes a higher plane of knowledge but can never prove how it got there. No amount of experimentation can ever prove me right, a single experiment can prove me wrong. The only source of knowledge is experience. All that is valuable in human society depends upon the opportunity for development accorded the individual. Look deep into nature, and then you will understand everything better. Truth is what stands the test of experience. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. A clever person solves a problem. A wise person avoids it. Never give up on what you really want to do. The person with big dream is more powerful than the one with all facts.